The Insured Zone. The Insured Zone with Bet Insured.
Has Cole Palmer now finally turned Alt Palmer? Well, that's the question that lots of fans are asking themselves right now, especially Chelsea fans, because Cole Palmer hasn't recorded neither an assist nor goal in over 2 months now, dating back to December last year. And this has caused Chelsea lots of problems scoring goals, because even against Aston Villa last week, you could see how they were. And especially looking at how Cole Palmer's performances were, the chances that Cole Palmer would comfortably convert in about a few months ago, last season, has now become something that he either staggers or even falls at the front of the post. Cole Palmer has now become the shadow of himself at Chelsea. But at the end of the day, where will Chelsea end this season with the way the form of Cole Palmer is going? Are they going to qualify for the Champions League? Will they play in the Europa League? Or it is going to be another season in the UEFA Conference League? What's up, sport fans? Welcome to another edition of the Insured Zone podcast, brought to you by Bet Insured. As you know, it's your host on the show. My name is Tim, the sports talker. How are you doing today? I'm sure that you are excited and ready for another weekend of footballing predictions. Of course, we got lots and loads of predictions from the English FA Cup, which is going to be going down this weekend, starting today. And also we got other leagues across Europe, which are going to be going down as well, with the Spanish La Liga, the Italian Serie A is there, and many others. But of course, don't forget, you can visit our website at www.betinsured.com. So of course, enjoy many arrays of prediction. And also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to enjoy more amazing predictions like this one from Bet Insured. Without wasting more time, let's check out our results from last week, and I'll check out how we fared. So going into this week's predictions, remember we've got loads and loads of predictions for you, and also not to forget we've got bonus for you to enjoy your weekend. So going into our first prediction, we're starting from the English FA Cup. This is the action between Manchester City versus Plymouth Argyle. Well, so far in the FA Cup this season, Plymouth has been dubbed as the Giant Slayers. If you want to look at it, they crashed out Brentford, they crashed out Liverpool, and now they're facing Manchester City at the Etihad Stadium. So we're not going to say this is going to be yet another testament that Plymouth could actually do wonders. Well, if you look at Plymouth's form this time, ever since they got in their new manager, since they sacked Wayne Rooney, it's either been a draw or a win for them. Because under their new manager, Aaron Muslik, he has transformed Plymouth from a relegation battle team into a team that believe that it will not be going down the drain this season. But against Manchester City, it's going to be a run in the park for them, or are they going to try to cause a huge upset at the Etihad Stadium? Well, if you look at the bookmakers, they are not, favoring Plymouth to actually win this game. In fact, they are having about 21.00 odds to win this one. And for Manchester City, they have about 1.14 odds to win. So it shows that Plymouth are not being given any chance in this game. But when it comes to the prediction, I'm going to be careful with this one. That is why I'll be going for goals in this. It's the FA Cup. It's a knockout game. It's not like the league phase where you're going to say, okay, I win the first leg and I'm going to come back as well. So Plymouth are having nothing to lose in this one. It's either they lose and they know that they are going to be going home with their heads high, knowing that they gave it all in the competition. So for the full-time results for this, I'll be going for over 2.5 goals. Over 2.5 is about 1.30 odds. And then with a full-time score at 4-1 in favor of Manchester City. For my expert prediction, this one is a really tasty one because I'll be going for both halves over 1.5 goals. Both halves over 1.5 goals. That means there will be over 1.5 goals in the first half, and there will be another 1.5 goals in the second half of this game. You find that at about 2.55 odds. That is whooping, right? 2.55 odds. You find that. Both halves over 1.5 goals. So moving on into the second game that I got right here. This is Manchester United versus Fulham. You say Man United right now. See, I don't know, but when you mention the name Manchester United, there is this way that your fans feel right now. It's so heartbreaking to know that Man United feel what they feel right now. For them to even get a win against Everton last week was really, really tough. 2-2, that match ended after Manchester United conceded 2 goals in the first half. Well, you want to say Everton actually slept, believing that they have gotten all the win, but it was a spirited performance. Shout out to Bruno Fernandes. He's been the only man that shows class in this United's team. And whenever his team is going down, being the captain, he always tries to make sure that he drags them way back up. And his free kick last week started the comeback for Man United to end a draw before Manuel Ugarte scored a screamer for Man United. But against Fulham this time around, we know Fulham to be one of the stubborn teams in the Premier League. But now it is the FA Cup, like I told you, it is a knockout game and Fulham want to give their all into it. Marco Silva knows how much it will be for him to get into the quarterfinal of the FA Cup this time around. And especially, what a good time doing that against the Manchester United that are completely without confidence this time. So going into the full-time result for this game, I'll be going for both teams to score. Yes, it is at Old Trafford. I think Man United will put in a fight to actually score a goal. And I'm not sure that Fulham will end this game without scoring a goal as well. So both teams to score. You find both teams to score at about 1.55 odds with the correct score at 2-1 in favor of Fulham. Then for my expert prediction, I'll be going for away over 0.5 at 1.28 odds. And still from the English FA Cup, we've got another fixture coming up next. This is between Bournemouth versus Wolverhampton Wanderers. This is a repeat of the fixture that happened last week Saturday, where Wolverhampton Wanderers actually won 1-0. Although Bournemouth actually, lost that game, having finished with 10 men. Ilya Zabani got a red card for a harsh tackle on Ryan Aït-Nouri. But this time around, they will be aiming to now get a revenge back. Although the bookmakers supported Bournemouth to actually win that game. And they are doing so again this time by giving Bournemouth a 1.60 odds in winning this fixture. But for the full-time results, do I see Bournemouth still going with the whole prediction of before, seeing them take a win or a draw? Well, I'll be going for the same prediction from last time because I believe that without the red card that Bournemouth got last time, it couldn't have actually changed the outcome of that one. So that is why I'll be going for Bournemouth to win or draw in my full-time prediction this time. 1x to Bournemouth. You see, win or draw for Bournemouth at about 1.22 odds with a full-time result at 2-1 in favor of Bournemouth. Then for my expert prediction for this, I'll be going for home over 13.5 shots towards the goal. Home over 13.5 shots towards the goal. You find this one at about 1.36 odds. And up next, we've got Newcastle taking on Brighton and Hove Albion at the St. James's Park. Whoa! One of the toughest grounds to be in the English football. Well, Newcastle know that they've got home advantage for them. And so against Brighton, it's really going to be, a tough, but something that they can actually do this time around. Although Brighton walloped Southampton 4-0 during the weekend, which is giving them lots of confidence. You are Pedro on the score sheet. They are having their star players backing for them. And then, meanwhile, for Newcastle as well, although they are still having one sight at the final against the Liverpool at the EFL Cup in one corner, but they want to make sure that at least every competition counts for them. It's a huge moment for Eddie Howe this time against Brighton and Hove Albion. So when you see Newcastle United, which is an attacking team, and you see Brighton as well, an attacking team, what comes to your mind? Goals, isn't it? So that is why I'll be going for goals as well in this game. I'll be going for both teams to score as well. I see Newcastle scoring because of the roar of your fans, the home advantage, and then the attacking trio of Anthony Gordon, Alexander Isak, and Jacob Murphy. Those three, trust me, they are absolutely terrific. But I'm not sure that Eddie Howe will want to use these three, knowing well that they've got all that fixtures to play. So I think we'll see minutes for the likes of Callum Wilson, Avi Barnes, and other players like that. And Avi Barnes as well, one of the most direct wingers in English football, you want to say. So just so sad that since he moved to Newcastle, he's already been plagued by a lot of injuries. But in this game, I think both teams will score. So 1.55 odds for the both teams to score. Then the full-time result, I'll be going for 2-2 between both sides. 2-2 draw against both teams in this fixture. Then for the expert prediction, knowing that there will be both teams to score and both team attack, I'll be going for over 22.5 shots towards the goal in this. Over 22.5 shots towards the goal. This will give you about 1.37 odds. 1.37 odds. And now, to give you the rest of the prediction that we got right here from the English FA Cup, going into the match between Aston Villa versus Cardiff, this one will give you homes to score in both halves. I'll go for home to score in both halves. This one should give you 1.69 odds. And then Crystal Palace taking on Millwall. This one I'll go for home to win either half at 1.21 odds. And then finally, Preston North End will take on Burnley. Burnley, who has been one of the most breathtaking team in the championship this time, has had lots of clean sheets. I mean, there is something regarding that clean sheet that has to do with the goalkeeper, James Trafford. He actually had a conversation with one of the owners of the club. If you succeed in not conceding a goal until the end of the season, I will come out of my retirement. And guess what? Since then, James Trafford has not conceded a single goal. It's now going to about 10 games now that Burnley has not conceded a goal in the championship. But I think they will take the same form into the FA Cup against Preston North End this time. So for this prediction, I'll definitely go for under 3.5 goals at about 1.20 odds. All right, guys, welcome back. It's still the Ensure Zone podcast right here on Bet and Short. And now it is time for our bonus speak for this week. So here are the bonus speaks that we got for you this week. Check it out. And so, guys, those are bonus picks for this week. And now it is time to check out the 20 odds weekend bankers, specially curated by our expert analyst right here at Bet and Short. Check this out. And there you have it. Yes, the odds are in and it's time to all four grades. Thank you so much for being part of today's edition of the Ensure Zone podcast. Until next week when we'll be back again right here, don't forget, visit Bet and Short at www.betandshort.com to get more predictions like this one. Also, like, subscribe and share to enjoy more videos like this one. And also drop your comments on how we can serve you better. My name is Tim the Sports Talk Guy. Until next week, remember that right here at the Ensure Zone podcast, we just do not predict the future, we ensure it. See you next time. Bye for now.